Nikita, home ground, say hello to the grandstands first. And it hasn't been the brightest qualifying for you yesterday, but I hope you woke up in a good mood today because it's your home ground.
В первую очередь, очень приятно говорить по-русски, поэтому я вас буду слышать на английском. И хочу поздороваться с людьми, которые пришли нас поддержать. Очень рад вас видеть. Вчера у нас был не лучший день, но сегодня из-за того, что мы улучшили свою позицию стартовой, буду стартовать 15-й. Сочи всегда приносит сюрпризы, и я надеюсь, что сегодня для наших людей мы принесем приятный сюрприз.
Could you please repeat for your English fans the same?
Well, it's great to be home. I love my people, and it's great to see the atmosphere back in Sochi the way it should be. And we're starting P15 today, which is the best starting position I've ever had in a race. So it should be good to start in my home crowd, and hopefully it will be a nice surprise.
Wet or dry Sochi, which one do you prefer?
I think dry is the best because the high speed that you get down to turn 2 is really enjoyable, and I think we'll see most overtakes done in the dry. So I'm looking forward to the race the way it's going to plan out, but if it's wet, I'm ready for it as well.
Thank you, Nikita. Спасибо. Я надеюсь, удастся порадовать трибуны.
До встречи.
Mick, you were hoping for a Q2 appearance yesterday, and what about race pace for Haas at this track?
Yeah, we'll have to see. Obviously, in the dry conditions, I think it's going to be a bit more difficult for us. Nonetheless, we'll try our best. I mean, we're starting quite a bit further forwards than usual. So hopefully we have a good first lap and we'll be able to do some positions.
I know you have a lot of fans here in Russia. Do you feel that support? Just wave to them.
I mean, you know, it's great to have fans on the track anyways, and you know, seeing a lot of German flags is nice. Yeah, definitely like this track too.
And a few words in German, please, for them.
Ja, es ist natürlich schön, hier zu sein. Letztes Jahr extrem gut gelaufen für mich, habe hier gewonnen. Dieses Jahr wiederum auch ein gutes Qualifying gehabt, und hoffentlich können wir dieses Jahr auch ein gutes Rennen haben.
Thank you. Thank you.
Checo P8 on the grid today. Red Bull's hopes rest with you.
Yeah, it will be very important. Try to get a good start, and obviously it's going to be a long race. It will be very important to have a clean couple of laps, and I'm sure that we will be able to make some good progress, and yeah, hopefully get in the mix for the podium.
We'd normally expect you to be able to pass the cars ahead of you, but how tough is overtaking around this track?
It's a tough track to overtake. It's not easy. But that will be critical in our race to be able to pass some people.
Checo, ¿cuál es el plan?
El plan es llegar al podio el día de hoy. Creo que la calificación de ayer fue una lástima porque tenemos un ritmo muy bueno, pero el día de hoy estoy seguro que vamos a progresar y espero poder llegar al podio.
Gracias. Max, you got it all to do today, man. Back at the grid. How's it going to be?
Well, hopefully, of course, good, but at the moment, a bit difficult to tell. For sure, it will be difficult to pass, but you never know around here what can happen. We definitely need a little bit of luck, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, it's been a while starting from the back, and yeah, hopefully, of course, we'll just have a good race.
Mercedes say they've taken the strategic decision to change Valtteri's engine for today. He'll be starting a few places ahead of you. Do you think the intention is there to try and block you from making up positions?
I mean, you have to ask them what that means, but I have to just focus on my own race and just try to make the best of it.
Max, moeilijke dag voor de boeg.
Exactly.
Mercedes has been unbeaten, invincible at this track before. Do you think it is possible to keep this tradition at this track today?
With this crowd, I hope so. I'm always so overwhelmed with the amazing support we have here in Russia, and I see a lot of British flags here. I've got great support in Russia. I never I didn't know what to expect when I first came here, but it's obviously we've been here quite a few years now and been growing with the crowd and growing with the fans, and we love being here. So we're really grateful.
All the Russian fans do remember your Russian hat at the podium. Where is it now, by the way?
I have no idea. All the stuff, like as soon as the race is done, all my stuff gets shipped back and I never see it again. So, but of course I've got the memories and the pictures. So
I hope you'll get one today, the new one.
Oh, I love it. Well, I'm going to come back, and I didn't even know there was good skiing places here, so I have to might come back and I'll bring my hat with me.
Thank you. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Valtteri. It's been quite an unexpected thing with your change of the engine today. Toto Wolff said it's tactical, but is it tactical from the sportsman point of view, or is it tactical from the engine point of view?
I think it's tactical because we want to make it to the end of the race for sure, and yeah, of course you can always sometimes kind of choose where you take it, and having quite unlucky qualifying yesterday, we decided this is the right thing to do, and I still believe I have good chances to come up very high, and I want to be on the podium again for sure.
You're a master of this track, Valtteri, in Sochi. It's such a classics for Formula One. Do you think it will help you to get a good result today? What is your aim for today?
I think today anything is possible. We have a really strong race car. My pace been good all weekend, so definitely for me, I'm just thinking about being in top three.
Wet race or dry race? Which do you prefer?
We seemed actually competitive on both conditions here, so I don't mind.
Thank you, and a few words on your own language in Finnish.
Thank you. Niin, no taas lähdetään perältä, että vähän sama kuin Monzassa, että ei nyt ehkä ole niin ihan puolella, että vähän väliin joutuu ottaa uusia moottoreita, mutta kyllä tuolta niin ehtii vielä ja lähdetään nousemaan ja taistellaan viimeiseen asti, ja mä uskon, että tänään ihan mikä vaan mahdollista, että en luovuttanut pätkääkään, että lähdetään taistelemaan.
Thank you very much.
Kiitos.
Daniel, race winner last time out in Monza. What's it going to take to do the same today?
Another good start. It helped for sure. I think I'm in a good position to get a good kind of toe at the start, and it's such a long run to turn what they call turn 2 here. So I think I'm in a good place. You know, I'll try to obviously progress, and I mean, obviously a win would be nice, but you know, I think eyes ahead, and if it turns into a win, a podium, obviously that's a good Sunday.
Obviously, yesterday was wet and drying. Friday wasn't the easiest for you in the dry. We can feel it today on the track. The wind's picking up. How hard do you think it'll be for you?
I think it's probably different conditions to what we've had all weekend. Although it's maybe dry, it's different to Friday. So yeah, I think it should create some variability. I hope there's a lot of cars starting in maybe not normal positions, if you will. So. I think, like always, you never know what will happen, but it's set up to be an exciting day.
Thanks, man.
Cheers. Thank you.
And Lando Norris, first-time pole sitter here at Sochi. It's cold and windy, but other than that, how are you feeling? Did you sleep well? Are you rested and ready?
Did I sleep well? No, never sleep well. Sleep's not my thing. But I'm excited, of course, to start on pole for the first time in my Formula One career. So excited, a long run down to turn 1. A lot of quick cars right behind me who are very eager to get past. But yeah, a good opportunity to score some points today, so looking forward to it.
To score some points, but possibly more?
Possibly more. But I'm not getting too excited just yet. I think it's a long race. We have one Mercedes, one Red Bull at the back of the grid who are going to be coming through quickly and probably be challenging us towards the end of the race at least. So yeah, I don't want to get my hopes up. You know, it's a long race, but I'll give it my best shot. We had good pace in Monza and we have good pace this weekend, so I'll try again.
Best of luck.
Cheers.
The street circuit is better, but there is one permanent. There's one permanent.
Fernando, a few words in Russian maybe. Добрый день.
Как дела?
Oh, very good, very nice. So your best starting position here at Sochi Autodrome. Do we expect big points from you today?
Let's see. I think it's going to be interesting to check how the race unfolds. I think there are a couple of cars out of the position with Bottas, Verstappen, and a few other drivers. So let's see. I think we will have to keep an eye on the weather as well. It looks quite dark in some of the places now. So let's see.
How many overtaking spots you can name here at this track? Because it's not very good track for overtaking, I guess.
I think turn 2 is the only real opportunity, benefiting on the DRS effect, but after that I think it's going to be difficult.
Algunas palabras en español, por favor, para los aficionados.
Bueno, vamos a ver qué tal está la carrera. Seguramente hay algunos coches fuera de posición, como Bottas, Verstappen y algunos coches rápidos detrás. Y bueno, vamos a intentar hacer una buena carrera, ver también un poco el tiempo, que hay alguna nube bastante oscura en el cielo y ver lo que se puede hacer.
Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias.
Esteban.
Hello.
You've been quite disappointed yesterday after the qualifying. Does it mean that you go for good points today?
No, I'm definitely going to go for good points today. You know, that's the aim, to look forward, obviously, and not behind. Of course, it was not the perfect Q3 yesterday for us. There was a lot more performance into the car and a lot more possible for us. But we are looking at today's race. We are starting on the clean side of the grid as well, with Valtteri's penalty. So we'll see what we can get. But yeah, it looks like you know, there could be some rain also, which can be interesting during the race. But yeah, I look forward.
You have scored at every race you have raced here. Does it mean that you like this track and the other way around? This track likes you?
Yeah, I like this track for sure. I feel comfortable on it, and I love, you know, coming to Russia. I think there's a fantastic support when we come, and yeah, I have a good racing records here in Russia as well. So it's cool. It's a cool atmosphere.
A few words in French language, please.
Bien sûr. Non, ça n'a pas été la meilleure qualif hier. Je pense qu'en Q3 on aurait pu faire voilà, beaucoup mieux si on avait optimisé le temps de mettre les bons pneus au bon moment. Mais voilà, on va regarder la course aujourd'hui, essayer de prendre les opportunités qu'il y aura. Et voilà, il va se passer des choses et on part aussi du bon côté de la grille. Donc ça, c'est un bon avantage. On va voir ce qu'on peut faire avec ça.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Carlos, front row of the grid, what's the strategy for the first lap?
Well, give it a go for sure. No, it's a great opportunity. I'm surrounded by very fast people on the straight, so I'm going to need to get a good start if I want any chance of leading into turn 1. But yeah, looking forward to it. It should be an exciting race. You know, there's a lot of people out of position, and I think we have a strong chance, so it should be fun.
Temperatures dropping. Have you got the car to win?
Good question. I think we have the speed. The other thing is having a degradation. You know, the degradation is key in the race, and we know that in cold conditions our front tires tend to suffer a bit from graining and front degradation, so we're going to need to keep an eye on them. But in terms of speed and comfort with the car, I felt good all weekend, so hopefully we can get a good balance.
Carlos, puedes ganar hoy.
Lo vamos a intentar. Va a ser una carrera divertida con mucha gente fuera de posición. Obviamente la salida va a ser clave, es algo rodeado de gente con un poquito más de velocidad punta que yo, pero bueno, lo vamos a intentar y hacer una buena salida y una buena carrera. Gracias.
Charles, it's a difficult day for you starting at the back, but not an impossible one.
Yeah, it is going to be a difficult day for us, but it's life now. We are in this position and we'll try to maximize it. Hopefully a good start. The pace was good on Friday during the race simulations, so hopefully we can make up some positions.
We talked on Friday. You said there's a chance to possibly follow Max through as he's making his way through the field. You've now got Valtteri to be able to follow through as well.
Yeah, that will be a nice train, and hopefully I can go with them. But let's see. Again, I don't think I have the same pace as them, even though I think we are quite competitive this weekend, but yeah, I'll give my best as always, and hopefully we can have a good result for the team.
Une course difficile cet après-midi, mais c'est pas impossible.
Non, c'est jamais impossible, mais bon, c'est sûr que sur le papier ça va être compliqué. C'est une piste où c'est assez difficile de doubler. Mais bon, on a Max qui part juste derrière nous, Valtteri qui part juste devant, donc je vais essayer de me mettre avec eux pour essayer de remonter le plus de place possible. Et voilà, on fera le maximum.
Merci, bonne course.
Merci.
Lance, welcome to Russia. As a Canadian, you shouldn't be frightened from the cold weather and rain, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not too cold for me here. We'll see what happens. It looks like there's some clouds around, so maybe a bit of rain could make it exciting.
Strategy-wise, do you think is it possible to have just one stopper today?
I think that's the plan. I mean, we'll see how the degradation is. We'll see what the weather does, and yeah, hopefully it'll be an exciting race.
Thank you very much. Sebastian, please join us. You have a lot of fans here in Russia. They have to hear you.
Yeah.
You were
Hello.
so angry yesterday after you missed the Q3 spot. How do you feel today? Can you fight for points?
We hope so. I mean, I was angry because I think there was a big opportunity. So I felt like I let the team down because the car was good and we just struggled to get it together. But today is a new day, so we'll see. It's not an easy track to overtake. But we start now from P10 and hopefully we have a good race. Maybe with the strategy we can do something clever, so we'll see.
Thank you. And a few words on German language, please.
Ja, ich freue mich aufs Rennen. Gestern war natürlich nicht ganz ideal, aber Schwamm drüber und heute geht's weiter. Und ja, schauen wir mal, ob wir ein bisschen nach vorne stoßen können und vielleicht mit der Strategie auch noch was bewegen können. Ich freue mich auf jeden Fall.
Dankeschön.
Yuki, race day here at the Sochi Autodrome. Are you excited for this Grand Prix?
Of course, we're excited. It's sunny, dry condition. I think it's for the race. It will be interesting. So yeah, we aim for the points.
Lovely stuff. Yuki, 興奮していますか?
興奮してます。Of course, I'm really excited. Yeah. いやロシアでは、昨年いい結果があるので、その経験を生かしてポイント取りに行きたいなと思います。
ありがとう。
ありがとう。
Pierre, a frustrating day for you yesterday, I know, but how confident are you running into this race today with the speed that you know you have in the car?
Yeah, I'm quite confident. Yesterday the car was really good on the wet. Was also really good during the free practice. So yeah, we don't start in the ideal position, but still right behind the top 10. So we have some good points ahead of us, and yeah, we're going to give everything to grab some today. Yeah.
A fairly jumbled up order. Is this all going to come down to strategy, or is there much you can do on track?
Strategy, speed. We know overtaking is not that easy here, but still a couple of opportunities. So no, we see how the race will pan out, but I'm confident we can get some good points today.
Pierre hier était pas le meilleur pour toutes les saisons, mais aujourd'hui, tu as la chance. Hein?
Oui, on a des chances. C'est sûr que voilà, on part pas dans la meilleure position, mais on part juste derrière le top 10. Donc on va se bagarrer pour les points, on va tout donner. Je suis assez confiant sur voilà, notre voiture. On sait qu'on a une bonne performance et on va tout donner. Et j'espère qu'on sera récompensé. Ouais.
Merci, bonne chance.
Antonio, you were 7th on the qualifying 2 times in a row, but something went wrong yesterday here at the Sochi track.
Yeah, of course, it was a different condition. We found a wet condition yesterday in the qualifying. Was first time for us. I had an issue also with the brakes, so yeah, just a difficult day. Hopefully, it can be opposite from the last time. You know, with had a good qualifier but not great race, and today I hope we can do the opposite.
Do you think you can give a hard time to the boys before you and fight for some points today?
You know, we have behind a lot of fast drivers and it will be difficult to keep them behind, but we'll see. We'll do our best and see where we can in the end of the race.
A few words in Italian, please, for your fans.
Sì, ieri è stata una giornata sicuramente non positiva, dopo soprattutto 2 buone qualifiche. Spero appunto che oggi sia opposto rispetto alle ultime 2 settimane dove abbiamo avuto una buona qualifica ma non bene in gara, quindi speriamo che appunto la Fortuny ci sia d'appoggio oggi e appunto porterà a casa un buon risultato.
Grazie. Kimi, please join us. Are you aware how many fans you have here in Russia?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always been good, and obviously it's
home country next to it, so maybe that makes some difference. But yeah, it's been always very welcome.
And a few words on your own language, please.
No, katsotaan, että kelihän on vähän viileämpi ja muuttuu miksikä vaan tästä. Että katsotaan, mitä tulee tapahtumaan.
Thank you.
George, a lot of people say P3 on the grid is the ultimate place to start the Russian Grand Prix. Have you already worked out any semblance of a plan for the start?
The plan is to try and get into the lead, to be honest. I mean, we're on the right side of the grid. We are very slippery in the straight. We just got to make sure I get off the line cleanly, and I think if I do that, we've got a real good shot into turn 2. So let's wait and see.
Does this seem mad that you are talking about leading the Russian Grand Prix, that it isn't just up there, that it is a very real possibility for today?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these last, again, we only got to think back 5 races, we hadn't scored a point, and we'd only qualified inside the top 10 twice. And here we are, you know, we're starting P3 today. Q3 almost feels normal now, and you know the guys are doing such an amazing job. And you know, really excited, to be honest, because I think with our straight line speed, we know we won't have to pace on the cars around us, but I think we'll make it really difficult for them to pass us.
You've got that straight line speed. As you said, you'll make it difficult for the passes. The winner of this race traditionally comes from within the top 3.
Does it now? Yeah. I mean, I had a little chat with Lando and Carlos just earlier to ask who Lando's going to give the slipstream to down into turn 2. So that could make the difference. But you know, let's see. As I said, we don't have the pace, but we've got the straight line speed, so that can play in our favour.
Good luck today, man.
Thank you. Cheers.
Nicholas, a pen dropping you down to the back, but obviously, as we saw, you do have the pace, you have got the straight line speed. What are you hoping for from the race today?
Yeah, I mean, definitely hoping to move forward, you know, take advantage of anything that happens at the start. I mean, like George was saying, you know, we might not have the outright pace of the cars around, but we do have the speed in the straight. So, you know, I think it will be tricky to make, let's say, as much progress as I would have hoped, especially if we were starting a bit further up the grid. But I think there's going to be opportunities, and we're just going to look to take those opportunities.
And you do have a bunch of guys around you who traditionally we would think are faster, who'll be making their way through. Can you hang on to their coattails, get through with them?
I mean, yeah, that'll be the goal. I mean, yeah, I'm obviously not going to do anything to compromise my race because, you know, they will have much more pace. At the same time, I'm not going to move over and let anybody by, so they'll have to drive around me, and yeah, I'll just try and maximize my results. So yeah, if I could stick onto the back of 1 or 2 of them and kind of push the way through the slower cars, then yeah, hopefully we could do that.
Have fun.
Thank you.